looking at how these two teams play, it should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Luke Cornett out there with Robert Williams. And it's Smart in at the point.
Boy, that's a terrific job of Marcus Smart handling the basketball. He is relentless in how he's attacking the defense.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Tatum. There's the three. They get it back. And Williams punches it home.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay. What has to excite you about Jason Tatum is how consistently he puts work in to perfecting his craft. His idol is Kobe Bryant. He is a guy that wants to continue and will work to get better.
And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. Pass to Morant. Who poked away. Brown with the steal. Outside Tatum. And there's the screen. Here's Cornett, defended by Jackson. And here's Brown for three, and he buries his first look.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that three ball. That's how good he is.
Doris Tatum has already accomplished so much early on in his career.
Yeah, but you get the sense this guy is nowhere near finished. Jason Tatum is a guy who wants to be seen as an all-time great when his career is said and done. He is someone you can count on to give you everything he's got.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Pass to Bane, over to the left wing. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Brad.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire. Just such a terrific dunker.
And born to fly, that's for sure. Smart outside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill. Now here's Brown. Fires from deep, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Bane against Brown. He takes it in. Oh, and a dunk by Brown!
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Pass to Brooks. And stolen by Williams. Smart for 3. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Takes a 3. He can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way.
Stephen F. First personal foul. First team foul.
That one misses for Tatum.
Boy, the evolution and growth of Jason Tatum has been fun to watch. He's committed to improving. He wants nightly responsibility, and he's got such a high ceiling.
The Celtics with the lead. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist from Tatum. Brown's got 13 now.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Boston's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Here's Tatum, and there's the drive. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that.
Oh!
No, he did it!
Punch it home!
Nice. They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Celtics leading by 4. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, we're in the era of the... Oh, wow! Incredible! The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Bane against Brown. Puts up a 3. And the basket by Bane. Bane's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And the jam by Brown.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Back to Morant. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Brooks outside. No good on the triple. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Tatum from long range gets the 3 ball to go.
Tatum doesn't need a whole lot of space. You give him any look from 3 and you're in trouble.
Brooks against Tatum. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Down low. The kick to Tatum. Puts it up from the high post. They get the rebound. Williams passes to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing, started by Bane, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Across the league, we've seen a lower number of free throw shots per game. Doris, has that stuck out to you?
I think we've all noticed it, certainly, Ryan, and there was a long stretch of time where the rules tilted heavily in favor of the offensive player. I think now the league is trying to get back to a happy medium where the physicality is allowed to just go up just a touch, and I think it's 100% appropriate.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
It's Brown on the wing. Back to Smart. 5 to shoot. Boston, no good that time either.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Williams passes to Tatum. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Guarded now by Smart. Puts it up. Pass to Jackson. Now Bain. Oh, got a piece of it. Morant against Brown. On the take. And Brown with the stuff.
Yeah, this is the very definition of feeling it. Jaylen Brown taking smart shots and playing perfectly within the team schemes.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And here's Tatum. Tries to break his ice. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Now here's Morant. Jackson, the screen. The drive by Morant. He got a piece of it. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Brown. Give him 20. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. There's 47 seconds left in the second. Just 5 to shoot. White for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Brooks outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
And Brooks drops them both. Boston's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. White can't hit.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Boston has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Brogdon against Morant. And Brogdon with the stuff.
How about that? Malcolm Brogdon with a little bounce in his step. Pretty dunk.
Adams inside. 3 seconds left. And it's good on the lay-in.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's the Boston Celtics ending the quarter up 10. Getting a lot. Appreciated, Allie. And we'll be... If you just join it in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Al Horford out there with Danilo Gallinari. Then it's Derek White. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Williams in it for 3.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
White, the pass to Horford. Back to White. Horford, a screen on Bain. White for 3. Horford finds White from the high post. Let's go with a 3. Ja Morant grabs a miss. Memphis trailing here. Brooks outside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Adams with a screen on Williams. Brooks from outside, out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Some changes for Boston. So it's Boston now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Cornette. Back to Tatum. Here's Cornette. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Jackson with a screen on Brown. Brooks from outside, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
The Celtics have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Bane against Brown. They set the pick. And there's the lob.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
And Memphis shooting the rock at 58%. The three from Bane. Doesn't go that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Here's Tatum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And so Tatum nails both of them. For Memphis, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Jackson with a screen on Smart. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And that one falls for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them. Here's Smart. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. From deep. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game. Brown against Bane. Outside, Brown. Pass to Smart. Back to Brown. There's Tatum with the 3. And Morant clears the board. Morant's got 4 rebounds now. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. There's Tatum with the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
So good at exploiting where the defense is. Jason Tatum in the pull-up. Man, that's good.
Adams, the pass to Bane. And here's Jackson. Here's Adams. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards. I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Adams against Williams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Tatum. That free throw misses.
What I love about Steven Adams is he approaches the game with a level of physicality that sets a tone for his team. Outstanding defensively and growing offensively.
Morant against Tatum. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Morant, the pass to Jackson from deep 3-point range. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Jackson. Morant's got 18.
Great to see Ja operate without the ball. Just a versatile point.
A nice shot by Brown. And the Celtics lead by 8.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Pass to Jackson. And it's Morant off the drive.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Brown on the wing, guarded by Bane. Unloads. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Blocked! Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And so it's Boston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hand. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. He shoots. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Brooks against Brown. Five to shoot. From downtown. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Brooks. Hounded by Tatum. And it's Brooks missing. And for the Celtics, their shooting has been good. 54% on this one. And here's Brown for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Shot is up. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Celtics have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Brown. Here he goes. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
It's stolen by Smart. The kick to Tatum. The 3. That shot off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Morant with it. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
It's both from the stripe. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Now Brown throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Bane. Here's the 3. Jackson outside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Celtics. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Brooks against Tatum. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Pass to Brooks. From the high post. Kicks it out to Jackson for 3. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
Brown with with it. Checked by Brooks. And he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Boston.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter here. Tatum against Brooks. They double-team Tatum. Pass to Cornette. The kick to Tatum. Now here's Brown. With the drive. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
Back to Brooks. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. They get it back. And stolen by Williams. Brown against Bain. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. And the jam by Brown.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Celtics.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jaylen Brown.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Jackson outside. 4-3. Williams grabs the board. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And so Tatum nails both of them.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers. And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Brooks outside. The three is up, and the three-pointer goes. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
That's just a high-level move. You won't see many guys make that kind of play, B.A.
Man, just crashing it off the baseline, completing the reverse flush. Wow. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
Smack clowns with mad style.
backcourt matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night. Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Conley kicks to Towns. Back to Conley. Morant with the steal. Brooks from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He said we have guys who can create mismatches for all kinds of defenses. We know we're going to try to push the issue and attack when we have the ball. So this could be a fun one, Kevin. Back to you.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, and we'll see how it reveals itself, that plan. If the theory is proven right, they'll have a nice foundation to work from.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now here's Towns. And there's the goal on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Morant against Conley. Morant passes to Bain. On the wing, Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. McDaniel's defending. Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. Clock at 2. Jackson finds Morant. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Towns, and that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Towns has got 5 now.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Morant passes to Brooks. Shoots over McDaniel. The Grizzlies with another miss. For Minnesota, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The free throw drops for Towns.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Now here's Adams. Pass to Bain. Back to Adams. Goes back up. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Towns dishes to Conley. Now here's McDaniel. Brooks covering. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Brooks for 3. Jackson kicks to Bane. And it's Brooks in the corner. 6 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. Memphis moving that ball around. Stolen by Michael Conley. Gobert with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's Morant missing. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 6-point lead.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
Now Morant. Pass to Jackson. And it's Brooks in the corner. And he's way off from outside. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance. Please give a big round of applause for your And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Minnesota, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. Conley kicks to Gobert. From the arc, they get the rebound. The kick out to Towns. Pass to McDaniels. The 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 6. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Towns is really good at the three-point line. He's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. The first one falls.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now here's Morant for 3. The offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. Second chance shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
Minnesota leading by 11. Outside Conley. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Here's Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And Towns drops them both. The Grizzlies trail by 13. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. From deep, Brooks. Conley grabs the miss.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Brooks with no one around. Sinks the three-pointer. Brooks has got 8 points.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Back to McDaniels. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
From deep, Brooks. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Here's Conley. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley, so slick in how he creates for himself.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Minnesota leading by 12. Edwards passes to Gobert. Here's Towns. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. He didn't let the defender get to him there.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Memphis has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Brooks has got 11.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Conley dishes to Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 20 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, we all know Towns can do big numbers on offense, and it's great to see him this focused.
Adams sets the pick for Brooks. Brooks can't get that one to fall. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks outside. The tray. Here's Morant. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 8.
Have to respect Morant's activity on the offensive glass. Has an outstanding feel for when to go. And
thanks for the great interview, David.
The Grizzlies, 23. The Timberwolves, 34.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Kennard is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Tillman in at the 5. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Timberwolves leading by 11. And Anderson kicks to Prince. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Grizzlies shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Jones, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. And that one, good. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Shots good by Kennard. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Noel passes to Reed, kicks it out to Prince. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 10 in the bucket there from Jones. Third quarter of basketball, we're about a minute and a half in. Anderson outside. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Noel. Timberwolves leading by 10. Here's Alexander Walker. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
From deep, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
Anderson kicks to Prince. There's the pass to Reed, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
From deep three-point range, Kennard's shot is off. Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
And stolen by Prince. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. That reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think... Oh, what a shot! From deep.
Anderson passes to Alexander Walker. Got that bucket in no time at all. Alexander Walker's got 6 points.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
From deep. Rebound, Minnesota. They've led by as many as 14 points. Inside. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Minnesota lead.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
From deep three-point range. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Reed over Kennard. Anderson outside. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. From deep. Reed with the rebound. Gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Minnesota with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson is out there with Prince. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the one.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards has come in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Noel. And it's Morant missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Conley, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
And Brooks needs to keep taking and making those jumpers. It's only going to help his confidence.
Stolen by Conley. Offensive rebound. The three. Another miss by Conley.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Adams wide open. No good on the triple.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Now here's Reed. He's guarded closely. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Out to Conley. And here's Gobert. Conley, the pass to Gobert. There's the three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The Grizzlies with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 16. Towns with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And here's Conley outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brooks misses. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Gobert dishes to McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Bain, no good. The Timberwolves shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his third foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and
oh my!
Wow!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Towns wide open. And they'll get another chance. They could use a bucket. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Now, here's McDaniels. Brooks covering. It's stolen by Adams. The drive by Brooks, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it. Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Conley with it. Six on the shot clock. Off target from outside. And here's Brooks from outside. It drops. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for...
Smack clowns with mad style.
rare night when guards take a back seat, Richard.
Times have changed. Front courts used to dominate the game. I remember in the 90s when it was Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing. That's when the game was dominated by bigs. But then once spacing happened, now tonight it looks like an old 90s basketball game.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
White for 3. Fires in the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Conley finds Edwards. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
And the Boston Celtics are one of the most decorated teams in all of sports. Think about all the rings they've won, as well as the talent that they've had on their roster.
Now here's Conley. It's tipped and stolen by Williams. White with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Williams a screen on Gobert. White can't hit. Such a rich history for the respected Boston franchise.
From the days of Bill Russell to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the 80s, and then Pierce, Allen, KG, Rondo winning the ring in 08. The players on this roster understand how important it is to carry on that legacy.
Now here's Edwards. 4 on the clock. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
There's Tatum with the 3. Here's Williams. White for 3. Minnesota with a rebound.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Outside McDaniels. Towns a screen on Tatum. McDaniels passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It's so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and roll. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation. This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Now here's Edwards. Back to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Al Horford.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Tatum. Williams with the screen. A nice shot by Tatum.
Look at Tatum now running the pick and roll. He's calm and his moves are so concise. He's just definitive with everything he does.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Brown. Following the score by Minnesota, White the pass to Brown. Driving in, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, you have to be impressed with the constant growth we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He's put in a lot of work to become an all-star player.
And at this point for Brown, do you think he's realized his full potential, Richard?
No, I don't even think so, especially when you look at his work ethic. He puts in so much time that I think he can reach another level. He's still young and eager to learn. If I were to put it in 2K terms, I think he could get up to about a 94, 95 overall.
Now here's Conley. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And he gets that one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's White. Off target from three-point range.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Conley passes to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Brown with the steal. White with it. Towns covering. Outside White. Boston again missing.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Towns passes to Conley. Outside McDaniels. Outside Conley. To the inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Robert Williams picks up one.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And so Towns nails them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the quarter up 10. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We're coming right back. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. On the court for Minnesota. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the 1.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities. Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. To the wing, right side. Lets the 3 fly. Hauled in by Brown. And RJ, you look at the road the Celtics had to the finals last year. Man, that's as tough as it gets.
BA, when I tell you, going through Durant and then Giannis, and then you saw the way that the Heat pushed them, and then you see the Warriors in the finals as a reward, that is as tough of a road as you will ever find, and I don't see anything phasing this team now, BA.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Gobert passes to Conley. Now Edwards. The kick out to Conley. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Pass to Towns. Tries again. And he lays it in. Towns has got 6.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
White for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Conley passes to Edwards. Here's Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. And there's the call on Al Horford. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
White against Conley. Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. Pass to Towns. Launches a 3. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
White for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Towns finds Edwards. Back to Towns. Outside Conley. Towns a screen on White. Pass to Gobert. Edwards against Brown. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Gobert on the high post. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Just 3 to shoot. Towns for 3. The rebound, Celtics.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The drive by Tatum. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Jason Tatum, still so young. His game's still evolving. Over the last couple years, he's been getting to the line more and more, and that's huge.
McDaniels against Tatum. The 3 is up. Edwards pulls it in. And Jason Tatum seeing his free throw attempts increase. What's that tell you, Richard?
Well, it just tells me that he's playing with more intensity, but he's also playing smarter. Jason's using his athleticism to force the issue. Get to the easy points at the line. That's what your thoughts are.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Conley goes in to the wing on the left. Towns passes to Edwards. Out left to the wing. Outside Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gobert. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Gobert's got 8 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Brown. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Tatum from long range. Not going to go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Gobert passes to Conley. Back to Gobert. Crafty move. And he sinks the layup. He's got 10.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pass to Williams. Kick out to Brown. The 3 ball. They grab their own miss. And so it's Minnesota liking their chances. Ending the
32. Fans, get ready for the Jabberwocky.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's White in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Tatum from long range. The kick out to Williams. Brown against Edwards. Back to Brown. Here's Tatum. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Conley with the ball. Now guarded by White. Here's Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. From deep. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Minnesota has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. McDaniels passes to Conley. And yep, it's good.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
RJ, you played with some of the greats, LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot? Put you on the spot here.
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving, and he hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose it.
No argument here. Such a wide open look. Edwards has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Conley's got 7.
Now, this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
There's Tatum with the 3. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Towns for 3. It's McDaniels on the wing. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's Tatum with the 3. Connects from downtown.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
From deep. Rebound Boston. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Boston has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the 3rd quarter. And the Celtics another 3.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
McDaniels, that's good.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Minnesota's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Well, the Celtics shooting a low 26% from the field. There's Tatum with the 3. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got 9 rebounds now, and the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, 3rd team foul.
Horford with a steal.
I just don't love the passing angle there. Might have been better to reset.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The length and athleticism of Tatum is something else. Like, you can't blame the D for fouling him there. That's just something that's going to happen.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. From deep, Conley. Offensive board. Left side, McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
White can't hit.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
For 3, Conley. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
Towns for 3, pure from three-point range. Towns has got 13.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, already up 20. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And again, Boston with the triple.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully, showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with a memorable finish.
Boston has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Takes it inside, and Brown with the stuffs.
There's not a ton of time left, but they're still in the game.
The kick out to Edwards. McDaniels against Tatum. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Did you see that, B.A.? Just an emphatic tomahawk slam.
Wow, just pure power right there.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Towns, a screen on Brown. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8, looking comfortable out there.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
McDaniels passes to Towns. Back to Daniels. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The all-around game of Brogdon. I mean, he's all for doing what's best for the team. A selfless passer.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Back to Daniels. The kick out to Edwards. Towns for 3. Balled in by Brown. Boston's gone 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Brogdon.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. For 3. Buries it from 3. Edwards has got 10 points in just the second half.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. Let's go with a 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Brown. Outside Brogdon. It's Brown on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Timberwolves.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Conley passes to Towns. Outside McDaniels. Fires from deep. Horford pulls it in. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Brown. Fires for 3. The shot misses. And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do.
I smack clowns with mad style.
team to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Morant is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. They get it back.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
From deep. They get the rebound. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Clock at 6. No good that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. Outside Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
What an athletic move by Tatum. Going up like nothing could stop it.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Snatched away. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Smart leading the charge. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
As tough as they get, Smart, a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drills the three-pointer.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Williams a screen on Brooks. And here's Tatum for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Celtics have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Brown. Grizzlies with the rebound. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, showing off a little athleticism there. Fun watching Brooks get up high on that alley-oop.
Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Cornette. Passes it to Williams. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The 3 from Tatum.
Nice defense by Dillon Brooks, using his power on that play.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Now Brown following the three-point attempt by Dillon Brooks.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Off the inbound. There's the steal.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. And there's the pass to Adams. Brooks with no one around. It's hauled in by Cornette. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Dillon Brooks seems like a very spirited player. Smith, he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Now here's Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They trail by 3. Pass to Kennard. 1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Here's Cornette. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now, here's Kennard. And another miss by Memphis.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
Brooks with the bucket.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Brown outside. Brooks grabs the board. Kennard for three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Kennard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Grizzlies. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
It's stolen by Adams. That will count. No good on the last second attempt there. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Grizzlies up one.
Please give a big round of applause for your Celtics.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Luke Kennard out there with Morant. And it's Adams in at the 5. Cornette kicks to Smart. 5 on the clock, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Smart's got 5 now. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. On the wing, Brooks. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
And here's Tatum for 3. Unable to get that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Adams sets the pick for Brooks. Offensive rebound. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Jackson in the corner. Back to Brooks. Over Tatum. That's tipped. Stolen by Smart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
And you know, Jason Tatum is one of those guys who can really do it all. He's got a versatile skill set that makes him a constant threat on both ends of the floor. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Not just a floor spacer. Dillon will take the mid-range jumper if you give it to him.
Pass to Smart. Back to Tatum. On the wing, Brown. Shoots over Adams, and Adams sends it back.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away. In this first half, he is really falling in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Brown, the pass to Cornette. Back to Brown. Smart finds Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Passes to Smart. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Out to Brooks. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Celtics trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
The Celtics shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, you want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, there's an art to snatching rebounds from behind, but most players can't pull it off. Tim Duncan was one of the best.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Jackson. They get it again. The kick out to Brown. Outside Williams. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Boston.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Smart misses.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And the pass to Adams. Stolen by Smart. Here's Brown. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Brown's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics. 3-pointer, Brooks. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Grizzlies. Here's Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A fluid, talented scorer with length. Tatum is hard to defend because of that versatility.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. The Grizzlies trail by 4. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Brooks for 3. Another steal.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Kicks it to Jackson. Driving the lane. Back to Brooks. From deep 3-point range. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 4. And don't go up.
The Grizzlies, 21.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Then it's Rob Williams. Then there's Smart, and it's Cornette in at the 4-man position. That's the Boston 5. Adams dishes to...
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, G.A. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Brooks against Tatum. And Brooks, here we go.
This is what Dillon is built to do if you give him enough touches. Score in volume.
Brown against Kennard. Left side, Tatum. And it's Williams. That time the assist by Tatum. 9 points for Williams.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That free throw good from Kennard.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
.90 seconds now into the second half. Brooks up on top, guarded by Tatum. Adams down low, working on Williams. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Celtics. Here's Tatum driving to the basket.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots. The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Outside, Smart. Celtics passing it around. Here's Williams. The kick out to Tatum. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Using the bounce, Tatum just explodes to the hoop. So quick.
Morant finds Brooks. Again, the miss by Brooks. Celtics leading by 3. Outside, Tatum. Loads it up for Williams, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And pushing it up. Here's Boston.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Out to Brooks. From deep. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Here's Jackson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Robert Williams.
Hard not to foul. Jaren's a big guy who can score with either hand over either shoulder.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Kennard for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Morant kicks to Brooks. Over Tatum. Here's Morant. Rebound Boston. Williams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he just lulls the defense to sleep at times with his handle before pulling up. You can't back off this guy. That's just inviting trouble.
Morant with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Over Tatum. Brooks misses. Pass to Cornette. Brown right side. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And you are going to slow down Brown when he's scoring the ball like this. He is simply on a tear.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Morant is out there with Kennard, and it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Tatum drives in and hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Brooks kicks to Kennard. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Celtics. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Here's Brown. Drives to the hoop. That shot off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Brooks with it. Out guarded by Tatum. And the rejection by Tatum. Brown outside. Brown jams it in.
And really, Brown is astonishing when he takes it inside. The defense does not know what to do with it.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Morant kicks to Kennard. And just miss after miss right now. Boston leading by 18. To the middle. And the rejection by Jackson. And stolen by Tatum. For the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep. In a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
Tatum kicks to Williams. Back to Tatum. Pass to Smart. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brown. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And you got to respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
Jackson, a screen on Smart. It's Morant with the drive.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Both free throws good from Morant.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
Here's Cornette. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Grizzlies trail by 19. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson. And Boston with the rebound. Williams has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Down low. Tatum passes to Williams. Here's Cornette. The three-pointer no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Another level indeed. For Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average is well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Celtics.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jason Tatum.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Here's Morant. And again, Memphis no good.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Tatum no good. And so it's Memphis with it. 17-point games.
The way Brooks gets by people, he varies the pace of his dribble to keep you guessing.
Smart kicks to Cornette. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid.
I smack clowns with mad style.
could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And here's Edwards outside. Adams grabs the miss. Brooks with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first. And what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Here's McDaniels. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And he lobs it up. Tries to keep it alive. Brooks, the pass to Morant.
Come get it, come get it.
Clock at 6. Jackson with a screen on Conley. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Here's Towns. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And then Morant with the dunk.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. He takes it in. The rebound by Jackson.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Adams finds Bane. The 3. Brooks against McDaniels. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Outside Conley. An easy 2 on the layup.
Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
Brooks from outside. Rebound Minnesota. 1:11 left to play in the first. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Bane. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely even smooth when he's powering it home like that. That one goes in. Morant's got 6.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Down low. Here's Towns. And here's Edwards outside. Second chance shot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Guys, certainly I admire the basketball skill of Karl Anthony Towns, but I admire as much his willingness to play through adversity over the course of his career.
Now here's Bane. He's got 5. Back to Morant. Pass to Adams. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Morant, tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter about to get started. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. Puts up a 3. Edwards pulls it in. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, that is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Here's Gobert. The Grizzlies making their last shot. And he comes up with a bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Shots good by Morant.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And here's Jackson. Outside Morant. Takes the 3. They get it again. Outside Bane. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Jackson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Towns. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
From deep, Bane. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Towns passes to Conley. Back to Towns. Can't get it to drop. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Towns. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jackson. And it's all tied up. Jackson's got 6.
Flashing the in-between game. Nice. I mean, Jackson is more than capable of draining this when given the chance.
It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And it's Brooks missing. For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter.
One thing that's defined Mike Conley's career in the NBA is his mastery and understanding of the point guard position. Don't sleep on his athleticism now either, though. Vertical at the combine was 40.5 inches. Folks, not a lot of people achieve that number.
Now here's Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. From deep, Payne. Jackson finds Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Outside Conley. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. The drive by Brooks. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts. For Minnesota, they've gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Morant. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
From deep, Payne. Here's Jackson. And a nice finish on the layup. Jackson's got 8.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through.
Oh!
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And it's Morant missing. Outside Bane. The 3. Fires in the triple. He's got 11.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
To the left wing. Conley finds Towns. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Gobert on the high post. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
The unselfish play by Anthony Edwards' teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Really left him alone that time.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Gobert passes to Conley. Outside Edwards. Conley up top. Pass to McDaniels. From outside the arc. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
From 17. Here's Jackson. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rudy Gobert picks one up. The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. McDaniels passes to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
The drive by Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Bane. Guarded by Edwards. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Gobert with it. He's picked up by Adams. McDaniels passes to Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Towns has got 11 points.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can make face-up perimeter jump shots, no doubt. But when he's got this part of his game cooking, look out.
Gobert on the high post. Jackson on him. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Towns. For the lead. And the layup is up and in. 13 points in the game.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Morant, the pass to Adams. Now Jackson. Adams inside. Defended by Gobert.
To me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
McDaniels passes to Towns.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. To the paint. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Edwards finds Towns. Back to Edwards. Towns, a screen on Morant. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Good on the shot.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And it's Morant off the drive. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. The free throw drops for Morant. Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. With 4 on the clock. And he lays it up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Boy, Mike Conley, the ability to change gears on the drive, that is pretty.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. Conley passes to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. 3 on the clock. Adams grabs the miss.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
From deep, Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Adams. And Edwards slams it in.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards off that drive. Look out.
Here's Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
I also also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
The kick out to Conley. Here's Towns. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Towns against Bane. Edwards for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Back to Brooks. McDaniels with it. Check by Brooks. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Outside Conley. Back to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Takes a 3. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks it down from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
They trust Mike Conley, and yet again, this guy delivers.
Here's Morant. Here he goes. And then Morant with the dunk.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Out to the wing. Towns passes to Edwards. For 3, Conley. Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Here's Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Mike Conley. Good on the first. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Morant drops them both.
When it's this close, he's exactly who they want at the stripe.
1:46 left in the 4th quarter. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
Conley against Morant, and he banks in the layup. Morant's got 8 here in this quarter.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Gobert, no good. Memphis trailing here. And it's Morant off the drive. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Mike Conley. He sinks the clutch free throw.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
Anthony Edwards has all the skill and attributes to be one of the best in the league. But these are the moments if you're going to be in that company, you've got to make foul shots.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top of those makes.
Here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. Count it.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Conley passes to Towns. Back to Conley. Towns a screen on Morant. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here's Morant outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Conley against Morant. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Yes!
these moments. He wants to be the man.
Timeout called. Memphis. They trail by 2. 1 second left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
And this comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with the 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
So it's a narrow victory for the...
I smack clowns with mad style.
to focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the point guard.
I think they want Towns to be a little more active like this, using his size and strength to score on the move.
Brown wide open, he fires. And rebounded by McDaniels. Here's Edwards, and he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Brown outside. That doesn't go either for Brown. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Conley finds Gobert. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Back to McDaniel. Just 5 to shoot. No good on his first attempt of the game.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
They grab their own miss. Outside, Horford. Brown against Conley. Feeds it to Williams. 5 to shoot. Over Gobert. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now Edwards. After Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Towns, a screen on Smart. Towns kicks to McDaniel. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Minnesota shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Nice ball movement by Boston. To stop the drought. Rebound, Minnesota.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now, here's McDaniel. It's Edwards on the wing.
2 minutes remaining.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Tatum draws the double. The pass to Smart. Tatum looking around. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Edwards driving in, and he banks in the layup. Edwards got 6 points.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
And stolen by Tatum. Shoots the three. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Conley. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Out to Conley. He takes it in. Over in the corner, Edwards. Misses the three. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Tatum. It's not going to go for him. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Another shot. Edwards can't hit. Towns with the steal. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Minnesota on top, up by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
On the floor for Boston. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the pivot, manning the middle.
So explosive around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim wrapper.
McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Trains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 9 points.
The corner three isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
And Tatum launches it from deep. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Edwards with it. Picked up by Brown. Edwards passes to Conley. Here's McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Here's Brown. Over Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Horford the pass to Brown. A 3-ball. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Floats it up for Williams. It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Tries again. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
That's in there. Conley with the assist. Towns has got 8 points here in this quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Outside, Smart. Brown kicks to Smart. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11 points. Edwards finds Gobert. Inside. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing here by 8. He dishes it to Horford. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Puts it up. Towns kicks to McDaniels. Hits the three-point bomb. McDaniels got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And Towns gets it to go.
You know, Towns' teammates love seeing this. They encourage him to get after it and look to score more often.
Celtics trail by 10. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
To the inside. The kick out to Tatum. Launches it. Horford finds Smart. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. Yep, that one goes in there. And now a 12-point Minnesota lead.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Tatum's shot is off. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the minute.
23, the Boston Celtics, 21.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Out to Edwards. Launches a 3. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9. Or just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree, unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point. And it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
McDaniels with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. The kick out to Towns. No good on the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Poked away. Brown outside. For 3. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Brown's got 9.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Towns kicks to Conley. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Tatum no good. Timberwolves leading by 12. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for Jaden McDaniel.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a plain view of the court.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Towns, no luck. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. Outside, Horford takes the three. Good on the three-point shot. Horford's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, it's been a nice evolution to see the three-point shot become a consistent part of what Horford brings to his team.
And finished off by Gobert.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Conley kicks to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Conley with it, now guarded by Smart. Smart against Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Towns. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 13. Tatum, that's for 2. A shot from the low post is good. Tatum's got 10.
You got to do a lot more than that to stop Tatum. I mean, he's just too skilled and crafty and strong on these takes.
Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
You know, Towns is a really solid passer for a big guy. Excellent basketball IQ and sees the floor really well. Nice pass.
Boston, no good that time either. Timberwolves leading by 16. Here's McDaniels. Offline with his 3. Smart on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 6 points for him.
Boy, he's got such outstanding vision for a big guy, and he's a willing passer. He knows the importance of keeping the ball moving.
Brown finds Smart to the middle. The kick out to Brown. Jacks up a 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Outside, Smart lets it go with the 3. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And stolen by Tatum. Fires for 3. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's White. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Derek White is out there with Brogdon. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Hauser in at the 3.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Here's Gobert, a second chance effort. Makes it off the glass. Gobert's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Celtics trail by 17. Gallinari passes to Griffin. Launches it. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Towns for 3. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Celtics making a switch here. Here's McDaniels. No good on the quick 3. The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. White, wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Minnesota leading by 17. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Edwards looking it over. Gallinari with the steal. Brogdon with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's White. No good from outside. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. At the crossover, Conley's shot is off.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Molinari finds White. Offline with his three.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Edwards can't hit. Celtics trail by 17. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And the three off target. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
And it's good, 2 points. Timberwolves leading by 17. Shoots over Brogdon. Here's McDaniels. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Rebounded by Smart.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Boston again missing. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Down low, here's McDaniels, and it's off the back rim, no good. Celtics trail by 19.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Man, I love how strong Tatum goes to the rack. When you give him room to get up, he's banging that thing.
Tipped away. Out to the wing. Towns wide open. Off target from outside. The Celtics shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Minnesota.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's in there.
Brown extremely accomplished down low and worthy of respect as a result. Destroys whoever tries to guard him in the paint.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Floats it up for Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Passes it to Conley. Horford against Towns. Out to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Banked in off the glass.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And it's Brown missing. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and
smack clowns with mad style.